Hello guys! So welcome sa ating lesson 2 on management. So laboratory management na naman tayo. And now we are sisimulan na natin i-discuss isa-isa yung 4 functions of management. And we will start with planning. So our lesson 2 is titled Management Planning. Okay? So guys, siguro kung may isang lesson man akong gustong ituro sa inyo dito, kung ang mga companies, laboratories nagsiset ng plan, guys, i-apply natin sa buhay natin, di ba? We should also have a set of plan. And here are guides in business kung paano gumawa ng plans. And I hope guys ma-apply natin sa buhay natin, di ba? So today, how to plan. Yan. What is the concept of planning, the nature of planning, what are the elements involved in planning? Pinakagusto kong element sa part ng planning is budget. Yan. So, guys, kayo rin, kung magpaplano kayo, yan, dapat may nakalaan na how much money would I spend on this one? Yan. Kunyari, gusto ko ng iPhone. Yan. So, ano ba siya? Liability ba siya? Asset ba siya? How much would I spend or save to get that iPhone? Or ask my parents how much is that iPhone. Yan, hierarchy of planning process and management by objective. Yan, short lang tayo today. Okay, so what is planning? Okay, so planning is so essential. Yan. So, i-apply natin sa buhay natin. So, yung mga questions, sinasagot ng planning eh. What do I want to do in the near future? Tomorrow, today, yan, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, 2 years from now, and 5 years from now. Hirap, no? Hirap isipin. But I think, yan, maganda yung framework na i-represent ko today as your guide. So, how to do it? How to accomplish my goals? Gusto kong maging doktor, yan. What are the step-by-step things I have to do to accomplish it, when to do it, and who will do it? Yan. So, what is planning? So, guys, it's a systematic process. So, dito sa management, guys, di ba? If you remember, one of our theory is scientific management. So, gone are the days na parang by gut feeling lang, ganyan. So, we are systematic. We write it down, okay? We assess it every time, yan. We assess kung na-achieve ba natin yung goals natin or not. Or is that goal still relevant for yourself, yan. So, it's a systematic process of assessing the organizational goals and creating a plan of action for meeting those goals. Yan. So for 2023, it's your goal na magpapayat. So what is your plan of action, guys? Yan. So you are designing the future operation. How will the company operate? How will you operate? Yan, nag-overlap na. So either company o yung buhay nyo, okay? So how will you are setting how should the company operate in the future. Yan. Or para ma-achieve yung goal, paano ba dapat yung culture ng isang company. Yan. So, babanggitin ko all throughout this discussion yung mga terms na objective and goals. So, let's differentiate it. So, when we say goal, it's a bigger direction. Yan. Large in size as a whole. Objective, yan. So, bawat goal, sabihin natin may objective. This is a smaller chunk, part of the whole. Yan. So, objectives are more specific and precise. It is narrow, however, the goal has a larger scope. Yan. So, pareho siya lang plan, kumbaga. Pero goal, yan, it's a bigger picture. Kunyari, yan, kunyari, my goal is to have more passive income in the future. So, gusto ko ng marami pang streams of income. So, my objective on how to do it is, kunyari, to make my YouTube monetize. Yan, ganyan. So, mag-ano ng objective. I want to try foreign exchange. Yan. I want to double in other investments. So, objectives are the smaller plans you want to achieve. Yeah. So, more on medium to short-term objectives. Goal is bigger than life. Yan. So, on your goal, gusto ko maging successful. Pag sinabi mong successful, gusto ko maging happy. So, mag happy. What does that mean? for you. Yan. So you have to specify. Okay. So what is the nature of planning? Yan. Mag-plan tayo sa buhay natin, mag-plan tayo sa company natin. Of course, it must be goal-oriented. Yan. So all of your plans must be aligned to what your goal is. Yan. So kung gusto mo maging doktor, dapat lahat guys na ginagawa mo is aligned to that goal. Okay? So, ayan. So, part ba yon ng being in a relationship? Part ba ng yon objective mo ba yon? Pwede ba yung maging side goal? Yan, aside from being a doctor. Yan. So, ganun, guys. So, you have to evaluate everything that you're you're doing if it's aligned to your goal. Next, planning is a primary function. So, out of leading, organizing, and controlling, yan. So, planning is the basis of all this four, okay? Wala kang i-lead, wala kang i-organize, wala kang i-control kung di ka muna nagplano. Okay, so this is the foundation. Guys, it's a mental activity yan. So, planning is hard, guys. And that's why maraming hindi nagpaplano, di ba? Walang plano sa buhay because you really need foresight. Yan, actually, you need to pray on it, di ba? You have to know your calling, you have to know your purpose. At guys, same rin sa companies may kumpanya ka, ano ba yung mission nitong company to? Ano ba yung purpose nito? And where do I want to go from here on, di ba? Kung may laboratory ka, why is this laboratory here? What makes it different from other laboratories? And it's a mental activity. Mahirap isipin. Yan. So, yan. It's difficult, but please give it time. Give time to plan. It's a continuous process. Yan. It's never ending. You continue to plan for your life. Nasa buhay na tayo, guys. It should also be flexible. It's not rigid. Yan. So, alam niyo na yan, dapat nag-a-adapt. Diba? It's forward-looking. It's an integrated process. So, ang mga plano, nag-overlap rin naman. Yan. So, pwede pagplanuhan yan. Gusto ko mag-asawa ng ganitong edad. Yan. So, habang meron akong asawa, ganyan, ako ay naglo-law school. Yan. So, yan. So, it's a interdependent, it's an integrated process. So, ang mga plano minsan nag-overlap. And includes effective and efficient, like mentioned. So, as much as possible, guys, is you don't want to waste resources. You want to maximize the resources that you have. So, isa lang utak natin, guys. So, hindi pwedeng mag-med school ka, mag-law school ka. You have to just choose one, yan, and to maximize that resource to get that goal. Yan. Kasi yung iba, kunyari, gusto mag-med, gusto mag-law school, yan, hanggang wala lang natapos, diba? So, you need to be effective and efficient as well. You have to maximize the resources that you have. Natin. So, component and element of planning. Yan. So, sa mga plano, guys, yan, ito yung laman, ito yung component. So, dapat may mission. Mission and goals, yan. These are the long-term plans. And once you make that plan in a company, you create policies, you create rules and regulations so that people will know what to do. Yan. So, may policies, may batas. Yan. So, paano pag hindi ginawa ng mga tao? Yan. Pwede silang bigyan ng memo. Yan. Or warning. May process, step-by-step process. You create small teams to accomplish projects. So, you have to, kunyari, ang laki nga ng goal mo. So, sometimes that goal, you have to break it down into projects. You have to set a budget and you should have a strategy. Yan. So, let's learn the definitions of this one. So, your mission, sabi ko nga the reason why your laboratory is here. Yan, if you will build a laboratory. The reason for existence. What are your values and belief systems? So, meron mga companies, di ba? They want to be a sustainable brand. Yan. They don't want to use they want to use renewable resources. Di ba may ganon? So, may mga brands na ganon. Mga responsible na brands. Goal, so this is a long-term, 'di ba, direction and overall destination. So ito guys, pag gumagawa ka ng plano, yan, why are you here for? Maganda, I like it. Nasimula ng pagpaplano, may mission. You have to know your mission. Kayo, anong mission nyo? What's your purpose, 'di ba? So it should be clear. Yan. Pray to the Lord, guys. Yan. So, policies. So once you have created a goal, you have to create the rules and regulation, the guidelines to accomplish that goal. Yan. And the process. So, yung policies, guys, yung rules and regulation, the process is the step-by-step procedures. Yan. So, example, in the University of Baguio, there was a pandemic, right? And what the plan that they implemented is flexible learning approach. So in the flexible learning approach, they create policies, yan, mga rules and regulations that the student will follow. Example, if you have strong connectivity, you should join the synchronous classes. If you have no connectivity at all, asynchronous class ka lang. Something like that. So there's a step-by-step procedure. So everyone should be enrolled in Canvas, or back then we will send you the modules and so on. There should be a budget. Yan, ito yung gusto ko. Of course, you have to estimate how much resources you're going to use. What? Meaning the finances, the things that you will use, the people that will be tapped to be part of that goal. Yan. So, may budget yan. Project. Yan. So, example, nung binild yung molecular laboratory, so nag-set sila ng budget. I think the budget was 3 million or 5 million to set up the laboratory. How many people will set it up, will construct it, how many equipments would we be needing. So we have project. So to cut the goals into smaller set of objectives, yan, we create projects, yan. Set of interrelated activities which are planned to fulfill certain goal, yan. And strategies, plans and action that are defined to meet certain results, yan. So you have strategies, example, as kunyari, in a classroom, we play games, yan. So, we play Family Feud, and so that's a part of a strategy for you to learn, okay? So, we're not just playing games, but it's a part of a strategy to achieve a goal. Yan. So, next, guys, is the hierarchy of plans, yan. So, it's a pyramid, right? So the majority of planning is under operational planning. So more on the day-to-day. So marami kang ginagawa ako. So I plan what we do, yan, every meeting. So this is operational planning. Then there is tactical planning, more on the midterm plan. So your plans for the next 3 months or 2 years or 6 months. And strategic planning, this is the big picture, a long-term planning. Yan. So notice yan, it's a pyramid and majority of the planning happens in the bottom. Okay? So however, yan, there are the executives, yan, the leaders who plan strategically. They plan the long term yan. So, they set directional plans, meaning these are more on flexible plans. Pwedeng mabali, pwedeng maiba depending on the situation. Unlike your operational planning, which are very specific. Yan. So, really defined objectives and gusto ko to, leaves no room for misinterpretation. Malinaw kung anong gagawin talaga ng mga empleyado. Yan. So, it's very detailed. So, guys, pag gumawa ng plano, dapat may process and policies. Yan. So, yung mga process and policies is well-defined in your operation. Okay? So, tactical, more on mga middle managers ang gumagawa nito. So what activities to be planned in strategic alignment? It's focused on specific business departments. So in trying to earn money, to earn a revenue, ganyan. Ayun. So yan yung difference nila. Long-term ang strategic, mid-term ang tactical, and short-term ang operational. Okay? So this is an example of strategic planning. So example, they want to reduce the employee turnover. Anong ibig sabihin ng turnover? Employee turnover yan. Babaliktad ba ang mga empleyado? No, nagre-resign. So isa-isang kumpanya, nagre-resign, yun yung problema nila. At gusto nilang bawasan yun. Okay? So their objective, yan, they want to make it more specific. Yan. So to reduce the employee turnover by 8% to 5%. Kunyari, this 2023, gusto nilang bawasan. Yan. So, their strategies, yan. This is strategic, yan. They want to create better employee policies like better pay, better benefits, performance more training, an open and healthy work environment. So, mapapansin nyo, guys, create policies. I mean, this is very broad, di ba? Very broad. So they want to improve their employee turnover for the next 2 years and 5 years. So paunti-unti nilang pagbubutihan yung kung paano nila aalagaan yung mga empleyado nila. So in tactical, ito example is, so tactical short term. So in the first quarter, ilan ang buwan sa isang quarter? 3. Yan. So they want to hire 20 sales personnel within 3 months. So ano ba? So to do that is they want to define the job description. So ano ba yung hinahanap nila sa sales personnel, and they want to specify the job, what the sales personnel would do. They would decide the budget. Yan, gusto ko yan. Budget and the time frame. So, sabi niya first quarter eh. So, within 3 months, dapat makahire tayo ng 20 na sales personnel. And deciding the mix of hiring resources. So, they would maximize the use of LinkedIn, itong mga website na to, job portals, example, nakalimutan ko na kung saan nag-apply mga tao online, yan. Employee referrals and walk-in. Calculate the return of investment on hiring. So that is a midterm planning. And this is an operational planning. So this is very short term, okay? And very detailed. So increase the number of students by increasing promotional activity. So paano nila gagawin yon? They will visit schools twice in a week. Very specific, right? They would advertise regularly. Yan. UB, University of Baguio. Yan. Social events on regular intervals, conducting competitions at that time, maximum availability of students. So, tapos naka-check pa kung sino yung andyan yung budget. Okay, so this is the planning process. Yan. So to plan, dapat present yung mga elements, right? So how to start? So you state what are your objectives and objectives. So this is the smaller goals, right? So list alternative ways of reaching the objective. So in University of Baguio, we want to deliver quality education. Yan. So what are the alternative ways? What are all our options so that we will achieve to make empowered global professional to deliver quality education? Ano ba yung gagawin nating ways? Yan. Or we will assume different procedures how to achieve that. So through academic, pwede rin through outreach. Yan, kasi hindi lang sa loob ng classroom natututo ang estudyante. And when also they go out of the classroom, ganyan, through linkages. So developing premises upon which an alternative is based. Assumption, so example, madugo to guys. So sa planning process, so, kunyari, you want to do an outreach, yan nga. Sabi ko, it's a part of our learning, yung mga extracurricular. Yan. So, we will define what are the technology that we will be using, how much budget would we use. So, what if there is a pandemic? Yan. How would we do that? Paano tayo mag-outreach? Yan. Paano tayo pupuntang classroom kung may pandemic? Yan. So, you need to assume. Yan. You need to forecast. lawakan ang isip, yan. And so among the planning, so gumawa ka ng mga list of plans that you want to do, yan. So kunyari example, you want to be a laboratory owner 5 years from now. So what are the options? Yan, mag-ipon ako to create more streams of income, or to ask for investors. Yan, ang maraming options, right? Yan, mag-a-abroad muna ako, tapos pagka-abroad ko, babalik ako sa Pilipinas, tapos tayo akong laboratory. So these are all different plans, and you choose the best alternative. You choose the best, yan, suitable for you. And develop plans to pursue chosen alternative and put plans into actions. Yan. So you evaluate based on cost, risk, and benefits. Yan. So example, yung mga students, kunyari, di sila maka-decide, ano ba, mag-work ba ako sa academe pagka-graduate nyo? Magme-med school ba ako? Mag-a-abroad ba ako? Magma-migrate ba ako? And so on. Ang maraming choices. And you evaluate the cost of it, the risk, the benefit, and choose the best plan, and choose also a secondary plan and put it into action. So you secure cooperation and participation from other people. So guys, I want to encourage you that when you have a plan, you don't have to do it alone, okay? So you could rally people for your cause, yan, your family to support you, your friends to support you. So, yan, interesting ba ang planning? Yan. So, guys, plan. Plan for your life, okay? So, guys, kung magkaka-girlfriend kayo, magkaka-boyfriend kayo, choose someone who has a plan, okay? I-break nyo na ang mga jowa na walang plano. Yan. Swear it to me. Okay, so, so it gives direction. Yan. Kasi pag walang plano, guys, walang direksyon. So, please, wag magjojowa ng sa taong walang plano. Okay? Kung cute lang siya, let it go. Dapat cute na may plano. So it reduces the impact of change. It minimizes waste and redundancy. Establishes the procedures to be followed. Yeah. So, nama-maximize yung mga resources pag nagpaplano. Kasi pag hindi nagpaplano ng maaga, yan. So, bibili ka na lang on a short notice. Yan, wala ka ng time canvas ng mas mura pang iba because you're rushing. You did not plan. You have opted to buy the more expensive one. Yan. So, dapat nagpaplano. So, disadvantage of planning, yan. This is the difficulty of planning. It could be costly and time-consuming, yan. So, sa planning stage pa lang, you could spend a lot of money. Yan. So, there could be a few employee initiative. Pwedeng walang initiative yung mga empleyado, but that's the purpose of leading. You have to activate them para to join your plan. So, planning may create rigidity, but hindi naman, di ba? So, planning should be flexible as well. It should adapt. Yan. Formal plans can't replace intuition and creativity. But guys, you could be creative through planning. Okay. Planning focuses managers' attentions on today's competition, not on tomorrow's survival. Formal planning reinforces success, which may lead to failure. Hindi ko get. Okay. Anyway. So, last na tayo, guys. This is management by objective. Yan. So this is an act of managing people by what? Of setting objectives. Yan. Di ba, discuss natin objective? So, objectives are your smaller goals. Yan. It's more specific. A system in which specific performance objectives are determined by the subordinates and their supervisors. Progress towards objectives is periodically reviewed and rewards are allocated on the basis of progress. Ito lang. Maganda tong image na to. So, may company tayo, guys. May big na objective or a goal. So, sa mga divisions or parang departments, yan. Division, masyado siyang mas malaki sa department to eh. So, sa mga division, may objectives. So, under the departments on those divisions, may objectives as well, and you have individual objectives. Yan. So, management by objectives. Everyone has an objective, a goal to achieve. Yan. So, ganon. Not my goal. So, this is called cascading objective. So, meaning lahat. It's a domino effect. Lahat may objective. Okay? So, pa-specific ng pa-specific yung mga objectives as we go down. So, management by objective, there are strategies. Okay? All individuals are assigned with a specialized set of objective. Yan. So in the faculty room, your instructors has an objective. So we have an objective to deliver quality educational lessons. Tapos yung boss ko si Dean, yan. So iba naman yung objectives niya to manage as well. Yan. So to create a good environment for me to work. Ganyan. So for the faculty to work. Yan. So there are performance review to assess if we are achieving our objectives, and rewards are given to an individual. So I think madali itong management na gawin. Yan. Kasi nga bawat isa may objective. So example, kung hindi mo na-achieve yung objective, there could be something wrong. Okay? Pwedeng your performance is poor or something personal happen, or sometimes it's not your gift. So, the leader could reassign you with other objective or goal. Pwedeng ganun. So, what is the process? Yan. So, so merong mga objectives and assess if the objectives are relevant. Okay? Tapos, each one will have a given objective. Bawat trabahador, kakaroon ng iba't ibang unique na objective. So, when you see objective, may task na gagawin, okay? We monitor that if they are achieving their task. We evaluate them and we give rewards. Yan. So, yan lang naman, madali lang. So, dapat the objective, the goals is very specific. You have a certain time schedule. Yan. So, pag hindi nila na-achieve yung objective na yun, yan, we need to re-evaluate. There is performance feedback. Since we evaluate, we provide feedback. So, ganito. So, nagkulang ka dito, you need to improve this more. Yan. So, guys, parang buhay rin, di ba? I-assess nyo. Matatapos na ang month of January. Yan. So, have you accomplished any goal? Yan. A part of a goal that you want to achieve this year? Are you working towards that goal? Sabi mo, mag-aaral ka na ng mabuti. Yan. Is it happening? Yan. May na-accomplish mo na ba ng maayos yung mga submissions na dapat is-submit? And participative decision making. So, the subordinates should be part of crafting that goal. Kasi sila gagawa eh. So, factors necessary for a successful management by objective. So, ginagawa to sa isang kumpanya. So, top management must be committed. Yan. So, may mga goal nga yung mga subordinate nila, di ba? They should also commit, kumbaga, they are ready to fund whatever needs to be done to achieve that objective. Yan, mag-set sila. Willing ba silang magbigay ng budget on that? So, kanyari, may molecular bio nga tayo, ganyan. So, nagplano sila. So, is there a leadership commitment that they would really give a budget for that? And they did. They did. Managers and subordinates must develop and agree on the individual goals. Yan. So, it's a participative decision making. Yung both party, yung boss at saka yung subordinate, yan, they agree on that goal. So, there is employee performance. Yan. So, guys, pag magiging empleyado kayo, i-evaluate talaga yung performance nyo if you are performing well. Okay? And management must follow through on employee performance evaluation. So, kunyari, kung good performance, yan, you need to reward. Kung bad performance, you need to counsel. Yan. You need to talk to the employee. Yan. Hindi naman, fire the employee agad-agad. Okay? So, advantage of the management by objective. So, it's all about the goal. Talagang yun yung emphasis. And secure the employee commitment to attaining that goal. Dapat yung employee is part of doing, is also committed on doing that goal. Disadvantage, it could be time consuming in crafting the goals and increase the volume of paperwork. Yan. Because yun nga, you always evaluate if the employee is achieving their goals. That's it, guys. Yes. So that's the end of planning, guys. I hope you plan well, okay? Especially sa buhay niyo. That's it, guys. Bye-bye.